Hello, Jacobson Jets and my awesome English language learners. I have a wonderful book for you today, and it is called The True Story of the Three Little Pigs. Now, this is told by John Skaziak, and it's illustrated by Lane Smith. And the cool thing about this story is we all know the story of the Three Little Pigs. And that's sometimes what you learn maybe in preschool. But there are many books out there that talk about the different type of story of the Three Little Pigs. And this one I wanted to share with you. It is really funny. Everybody knows the story of the Three Little Pigs. Or at least they think they do. But I'll let you in on a little secret. Nobody knows the real story because nobody has ever heard my story of the Three Pigs. I'm the wolf, Alexander T. Wolf. You can call me Al. I don't know how this whole big bad wolf thing got started, but it's all wrong. Maybe it's because of our diet. A diet is what you eat every day. Hey, it's not my fault wolves eat cute little animals like bunnies and sheeps and pigs. That's just the way they are. If cheeseburgers were cute, folks would probably think you were big and bad too. But like I was saying, the whole big bad wolf thing is all wrong. The real story is about a sneeze and a cup of sugar. And here is, this is the real story. And there's his little ears. Way back in Once Upon a Time, I was making a birthday cake for my dear old granny. I had a terrible sneezing cold, and I ran out of sugar. So I walked down the street to ask my neighbor for a cup of sugar. Now, this neighbor was a pig, and he wasn't too bright either, meaning he wasn't very smart. He had built his whole house out of straw. Can you believe it? I mean, who in his right mind would build a house out of straw? And there he goes with his cup to get some sugar. So, of course, the minute I knocked on the door, I fell right in. I didn't want to just walk into somebody else's house, so I called, little pig, are you in? No answer. I was just about to go home without the cup of sugar for my dear granny's old cake. And that's when my nose started to itch. I felt a sneeze coming on. Well, I huffed and I snuffed. And I sneezed a great sneeze. Oh no. What's happening to the house? And you know what? That whole darn straw house fell down. And right in the middle of the pile of straw was the first little pig, dead as a doornail. There's an idiom. Was he really like a doornail, a nail you put in your door? No, it means he was really, really, really dead. He had been home the whole time. Oh, poor little pig. It seemed like a shame to leave a perfectly good ham dinner lying there in the straw. So I ate the pig up. Think of it as a big cheeseburger just lying there. I was feeling a little better, but I didn't have my cup of sugar yet. So I went to the next neighbor's house. This neighbor was the first little pig's brother. He was much smarter, but not much. He had built his house out of sticks. I rang the bell on the stick house. Nobody answered. I called, Mr. Pig, are you in? He yelled back. Go away, Wolf, you can't come in. I'm shaving the hairs on my chinny chin. So he was busy shaving. I had just grabbed the doorknob when I felt another sneeze coming on. I huffed and I snuffed and I tried to cover my mouth, but I sneezed a great sneeze. Oh no, there he is sneezing again. There goes the pig. And you're not going to believe it, but this guy's house fell down just like his brother's. And when the dust cleared, there was the second little pig, dead as a doorknob. Scout's honor. That means he promises. Now, you know food will spoil if you just leave it out in the open, so I did the only thing I could do. I had dinner. Think of it as a second helping. And I was getting awfully full. But my cold was feeling a little bit better. And I still didn't have that cup of old sugar for my dear old granny's birthday cake, so I went to the next house. This guy was the first and second little pig's brother. He must have been the brains in the family because he built his house of bricks. I knocked on the brick house. No answer. I called, Mr. Pig, are you in? And do you know what that rude little porker answered? Get out of here, Wolf. Don't bother me again. Oh, that wasn't very nice. Talk about impolite. That was not kind. He probably had a whole sack full of sugar, and he wouldn't give me just one little cup for my dear old sweet granny's birthday. What a pig. I was just about to go home and maybe make a nice birthday card instead of a cake when I felt my cold coming on. I huffed, and I snuffed, and I sneezed once again, and then the third little pig yelled, and your old granny can sit on a pin. Was that kind? Oh, now I'm usually a pretty calm fellow. But when somebody talks about my granny like that, I go a little crazy. When the cops drove up, of course, I was trying to break down this pig's door. And the whole time I was huffing and puffing and sneezing and making a real scene. Making a scene means making a problem. The rest, as they say, is history. The Big Bad Wolf. Oh, and his story. The news reporters found out about the 2 pigs I had for dinner. They figured a sick guy going to borrow a cup of sugar didn't sound very exciting. So they jazzed up the story a bit, all with that huff and puff and blow the house down, and they made me the Big Bad Wolf. That's it. The real story. I was framed. And framed means you were told that you were guilty of something that you didn't do. But maybe you could loan me a cup of sugar. What a funny way to end this story. Isn't that great? So now remember, this summer, I want you to do some important things, and I have them back here up on the wall. Number 1, read every day. Your job is to go to the library, or go online and find some more books about the 3 little pigs that are all different, because they're out there. And I want you to read every day. That's going to do so great for you for next school year. And then number 2, speak English. Make sure that every day you're speaking a little bit of English, because that's going to keep you going all summer long. Excellent. And then number 3, play, play, and play. I want you to have fun, 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 fun. Have a great time. Play. Enjoy your summer. And then number 4, smile. You know how Mrs. Chris loves her smiles. And do kind things, because that's what makes the world such a happy place. When people see you smile and people have wonderful, kind things that are done for them. So you could do kind things for your mom, your dad, your grandma, your grandpa, your aunts and uncles, your neighbors, your mailman, your friends, anyone you want to. Make them cute pictures. Send them a message saying how wonderful they are. Do kind things, and you will have a great summer. And we are going to see each other sooner than you think, because school starts back again in 2 more months. That's it. Not that long. So I want to say thank you for being such wonderful hard workers during all this online learning, and working hard on your homework and watching my videos and doing our Google Meets. Next week will be our last Google Meets. We're going to meet on Thursday, and then our Friday group is going to meet on Wednesday, because we don't have school on Friday. So you have a wonderful weekend, a wonderful summer. I can't wait to see those smiles again. And I will say, whoop, turn that around. It's time to go, Hippo. I'll see you next school year. Miss Chris loves you.